How's it going, everyone? My name is Arthur and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go through a new cryptocurrency exchange called Digital Surge. So in terms of the breakdown of the video, I'm going to start off by talking a little bit about what is Digital Surge as well as their mission. I'm going to move on to going through, in my opinion, how good their interface is. I'm even going to go through the entire sign-up process. We're going to do a quick comparison of Digital Surge compared to a number of other large cryptocurrency exchanges. And here we'll go through a little bit more detail in terms of some technical details, the fees that you might have to pay, what cryptos you can buy, things like that. And at the end, I'll go through a couple extra points that I think might be important to you, and then probably just give my overall opinion of the exchange. So Digital Surge's mission is to compete with some of the other biggest and most popular cryptocurrency exchanges within Australia. And from what I've seen, their strategy is essentially to provide a super easy interface that's very easy to understand. And then they also have a number of extra perks such as lower transaction fees. They also have some personalized customer support such as live chat, which I think is pretty cool. Although I do think other cryptocurrency exchanges are probably implementing that at the moment. All right, so let's get started by looking at the overall interface of Digital Surge. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna search it up and basically go through the sign up process to see how easy it is. If you guys wanna follow along during this video, I'm gonna drop a link right here and in the description. If you click the link, you can literally follow along with me. It'll be super quick. All right, so I'm just gonna quickly search digitalsurge.com.au, and this is the landing page here. So straight away, my first impression is that it's super clean. Sort of minimalistic, and I think as kind of, for most people, this is what you're looking for. You're looking for a nice and clean design. So let's go ahead and try sign up. So what I'm gonna do is I'll use my email, create a password, and then I'll skip ahead. So once you've done your email, you get sent to this screen. So step one, I've confirmed my email, and now let's go into verifying our account. I'm very interested to see if this really takes 2 minutes. I'm not sure if it was 2 minutes, but it was definitely one of the fastest sign-up processes so far. Compared to something like Coinspot and Binance, those took ages. So let's keep going. Last step is to deposit some cash. So this is really interesting. You have two methods to deposit. You have Pay ID and Poly. I think on Coinspot, I used Poly. Pay ID I used with Binance. So it's interesting how Poly has a $3 transaction fee, but obviously Pay ID is free. So Pay ID is probably going to be the easiest option here. So once you go to Pay ID, you can select your bank, and then you can use the Pay ID reference number or Pay ID email address. I use the Pay ID email address to essentially send money from my bank account straight into my Digital Surge account. Here, what I'm going to be looking for is seeing how fast that money comes in. It does say that the first payment may take 24 hours to clear, which is I think pretty standard. So let's see what actually happens. All right, so I just did this on my phone. I'm actually very surprised. The money came in basically straight away. I already have $1 in my account. That's pretty cool because I've never used Digital Surge before. So far, after the sign-up process, it seems like they're pretty true to their mission. That was pretty fast and super easy. So everything else that I can see on there, you have wallets, buy and sell, and markets. All that is pretty stock standard stuff. Now that we have signed up and we actually have a bit of money on the account, $1, let's give buying Bitcoin a try. So right from your dashboard, you just go straight into buy some Bitcoin. You're taken to this screen. Now, as you can see, what just happened is the smallest amount that you can buy Bitcoin with is actually $10, which is a little bit annoying for the purposes of this video. But let's say we wanted to buy $10 worth. Here we go. We can see the transaction fee, which would be 5 cents. And then we can just click buy. The other thing we can take a look at is if we scroll down, we can see a number of other info about Bitcoin. So you have the market cap, volume, circulating amount, etc. All-time high, so on. And then you have a couple of similar coins that you can also get. Now, what I think is actually kind of cool is have a little bit of a description about Bitcoin, and same thing about all the other currencies on here. And you also have some bits of news. So I'm not sure how useful this news really would be, but it's a nice touch that not all exchanges have. Let's move into the comparison between Digital Surge and a couple other big crypto exchanges in Australia. So taking a look at this table right here, I think it really sums up how good Digital Surge is in a number of different categories. So first up, looking at crypto assets, similar to the other two large exchanges in Australia like Coinspot and Swyftx, Digital Surge has over 250 cryptos on there, which in most cases is more than enough unless you're more advanced and looking for a couple of really niche cryptos. In terms of the fees, which here they're talking about transaction fees, the benchmark number that Digital Surge uses is 0.5% compared to Coinspot's 1% and Swyft's 0.6%. So that's pretty good. Now, in fact, if you're trading a lot, the trading fees do come down based on a 30-day trading volume. If your volume is less than 100K, that's the 0.5 transaction fee. So that's the number they use there in their table. But obviously, the bigger the trading volume, the smaller the fee gets. So if you're trading over $1 million, then that fee comes down all the way to 0.1%. So the next point on this table are the spreads. This, in my opinion, is probably one of the more impressive things about Digital Surge. They have super tight spreads. So what that basically means is the difference between the buy and the sell price. So here they have listed 0.4%. So just out of curiosity, I'm gonna go and just calculate a spread on my own. And you guys can also see then how a spread is calculated just for Bitcoin. Now keep in mind, this would probably be an average of all of the spreads across all the cryptocurrencies, and that's probably how they get that 0.4%. So I've taken two screenshots here of the Bitcoin buy and sell price. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the buy price divided by the sell price, and then I'm gonna take away 1, and that'll give us the spread. So let's do that now. So for that, I just got 0.23%. So that's 0.2% less than what they're quoting in this table. But as I said, it's over a range of cryptos. So I'm really curious. So I'm going to go onto Coinspot and do the exact same thing for Bitcoin just to see if there's a big difference. All right, so these are the numbers on Coinspot at this point in time. So let's calculate the spread. Wow, so I got 0.7 on that. So that's a significant difference. I'm actually pretty surprised. Anyway, enough about spreads. Moving on to being able to trade directly with AUD. Basically what they're talking about here is you can directly buy Bitcoin and Ethereum and I think any other crypto directly with AUD rather than first converting it into Bitcoin or another currency. That's pretty awesome, especially if you just want to buy crypto really quickly. So that's a big tick. Then we also have the fact that quotes are guaranteed. And something that I've never used, but I think is probably a good addition, is the live chat. So as you can see, I didn't even know this, but Coinspot and Swyftx also have live chat. So it seems like this is going to be pretty standard in the coming years, but nevertheless, a great addition. So going through all those metrics, Digital Surge is looking pretty good. So what happens once you've made your millions and you want to withdraw the money? So let's check out the withdrawal process. So from your dashboard, you can go right top corner and quickly go into withdraw your money, and then you can select how much money you want to withdraw. Now, as you can see, $1 is not going to cut it. As you can see here, we have a minimal withdrawal amount of $20. If that's important to you, that's something to keep in mind. Another really cool aspect of Digital Surge is that there are some learning tools that they provide with some basic info around blockchain and cryptocurrency. Here you have a couple of basic stuff that you can see, Crypto 101. So if I click on what is blockchain, there you go. We have a definition, digital database that offers a secure way of storing and sending money, etc. So I think that's pretty cool. There's a lot of actually really good information here. So if you're a beginner learning more about cryptocurrency and how to invest, I think those tools are definitely a really nice place to start. So what Digital Surge has done well here is that there's not too much information. Okay, I think most things that a beginner would want to know is right here. Next aspect that I want to touch on is also security. Now it's good to see that Digital Surge takes security very seriously. So we have some basic things here. So like two-step verification required for withdrawals, highly sophisticated multi-layered security. Now you can obviously go ahead and do your own research to see how secure Digital Surge is, but from what I have seen, Digital Surge definitely has the industry standard security in place, and this kind of stuff is constantly evolving. So chances are they continue to improve just like every other crypto exchange. And the very last thing that I want to touch on is the analytical tools that Digital Surge provides. So Digital Surge provides the basic graph and some tools to help you do some analysis or some technical analysis. Again, here they stay true to their mission and they keep it really simple, which I think is fair enough. I think if you're looking for a much more advanced platform, you might want to look at something else, but for most people, this is enough. And in a similar fashion, the learning tools that are provided are very good for beginners learning about cryptocurrency, learning the terms, But if you're looking for learning tools that are a little bit more advanced, from what I found, Digital Search doesn't quite have those. And again, fair enough, because as I said, their mission is really to provide a super simple and easy to use platform with small transaction fees, which I think they've done very well. All in all, super interesting platform. I'm really glad that I found it and had the chance to review it. Now, with everything I said here today, please keep in mind that all cryptocurrency exchanges are probably improving, so you should definitely go out and take a look for yourself. Now, if you guys are interested in making an account with Digital Search, again, it takes literally 2 minutes. I'll drop a link right here and in the description, so definitely check that out. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. We're on the road to 10K subscribers. And let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.